Hey guys, welcome back to Painting with Victor. And I've got 3 panels here that I've cut out. They're MDF board. It's 1/4 inch. I like working with this. And these are 5x7s. And I'm going to be attaching the canvas to these boards. But one of the things I wanted to show you that I do is how to protect this and put a barrier there to prevent water. Moisture and that kind of thing. And I have here, this is PVA glue. No plug for any taco, salsa, or anything like that. But I'm gonna tell you, save your salsa jars. If you eat salsa, save those jars because you can use them in your artwork. And I've got several salsa jars. My wife probably got onto me. And it's like, what? Why are you saving all these jars? What the heck are you going to do with these things? But you'd be surprised. The PVA glue comes in a bottle, and it's easier for me to just pour it into a jar like this because it's wide enough to where I can dip a wide brush down in there and get some on the brush and apply it to the surface. And I'm just going to do that for you today, is just dip it down in there. And as it comes on, it's kind of a milky, watered down, milky look to it. But I want to make sure I get a lot of that all the way around on the MDF board and make sure it's covered well. This is just an old brush that I picked up somewhere. Might have been Wally World. I call Walmart Wally World. No plug for them, but might have gotten it there. I'm even going to do the edges right here. Even though that's going to be covered by the canvas, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of the glue there. Okay. And this stuff can be messy. You have to be careful with it. Sometimes I use rubber gloves. But anyway, just a quick little demo there. Let me set that one over to the side. I'm going to do another one here. One of these, excuse me, one of these I will use to just put some gesso on the MDF board, and I'll do a little video of that for you. I'll just make sure I get this covered very well all the way around. So I hope things are going well for you and your art journey. I've been painting for almost 5 years now, and maybe one day I'll do a little story and tell you how I got started. I'm retired now, and so I have more time to devote to my artwork, and I'll probably do a little tour of my little upstairs above the garage art studio here. Just kind of show you a little bit about my work area. Some people have a spare bedroom. Some people have a corner of their kitchen. I know an artist who's local. He is, gosh, he's been an artist probably pretty much all his life. And I went over to his house a couple of years or so ago just to talk to him a little bit about painting and what have you. We even went out and did a little plein air painting that day. Gosh, it's probably 3 years ago now, maybe. It was around December time frame. But anyway, I went over there, but his studio is in his living room. And I think he had built his massive easel that he has. And he uses one of these toolboxes that you can get at one of the big box stores like Home Depot or Lowe's, and it's got the different drawers in it, and it's got its own rollers and everything. And I've got one of those in my little shop in the garage, but he uses that as a workspace, and also he's got all the drawers, and he's got supplies, materials, and stuff like that in it. So he's got a fabulous setup, lights, everything. But his wife is very supportive. His children are very supportive of that, and he does some fabulous artwork. If you want to look him up, his name is Warren Neary. and I think he puts a lot of his artwork in the galleries out west in Utah area, I think. But he's also done some artwork for the military, Air Force. But anyway, I've got these covered. These are going to dry. I'm going to let these dry for a good 24 hours before I come back and start applying. On some of these, I'll do a coat on the bottom, especially one of them, at least one of them, because I want to put a canvas or gesso on it. But then the others, if I put a canvas on it, then I'm not going to put any of the glue there, because I will be applying the glue and then I'll apply it to the canvas. So it's going to be sealed all the way around. But anyway, just a quick little video about that. This glue, you could put another coat on there if you wanted to, but it helps us keep as a moisture barrier to keep that moisture away from your MDF board. MDF board is pretty strong. It does not have a tendency to warp on you, although you do have to be careful when you purchase it. You want to make sure, I mean, it can, don't get me wrong, it can warp. And what I mean by that is if they come in these 2 foot by 4 foot sheets, and if they're not displayed correctly or whatever, and there's weight in the middle, it can cause it to bow a little bit. And so you got to be very careful in selecting your MDF board. But when you have smaller pieces like this, maybe a small piece that's 11 by 14, 12 by 16, chances are it's not going to warp on you. But the longer the piece is, it's going to be a little bit more flexibility in there. So you really have to be careful. Now, I am working with a piece that I cut for some frames that I got at Goodwill. And one of the pieces, the MDF board, has a little bit of bow in it, and it's probably about yay long. But when I put it into the frame and attach it, it'll take that bow out, so it should be fine. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. This is the PVA glue. I use an old brush. You can just get, Walmart, dollar store, wherever. I'll wash this out, reuse it, and that's it for the day in this video. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you've learned a little bit here. Tune back in later, because we're going to show you how to attach the canvas onto the board, and then there'll be videos on how to do gesso on an MDF board, just plain gesso on the MDF board. I'll also do some videos on stretching canvas on the stretcher bars that I recycled in a previous video. And if you haven't seen that, check it out. Don't throw that painting away. Recycle the stretcher bars is one of my earlier videos, so check that out as well. So thanks for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's something that you might be struggling with. I might be able to address it for you, or something you'd like for me to cover and talk about. But I wanted to kind of give some demos about painting surfaces first, before we actually get into maybe talking about brushes and applying paint to the canvas and things of that nature. So, I'm just kind of starting with the ground, or the ground zero per se. But anyway, subscribe to my channel. More videos coming out soon. Thanks so much for joining me today, and take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next video.